Hi, hello mabuhay. So as a continuation of the reporting, let's move forward to the Cordillera Administrative Region, also known as CAR or CAR. This chapter presents the major tourist destination areas of the Cordillera Administrative Region. The major discussion will be on access, health and safety issues, geographical characteristics, major attraction, gastronomy, and distinctive cultural attributes of the region related to the development and promotion of tourism in the Philippines. For its objectives, at the end of the lesson, students should be able to identify the different major attraction, activities, accommodation, and cultural highlights in the provinces within the Cordillera Administrative Region. Number two is to create different tour packages that carry different types of tourism activities with the region. And number three, assess the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of the region in terms of forays of tourism. So, the Cordillera region encompasses most of the areas within the Cordillera Central Mountains range of Luzon, the largest range in the country. Baguio is its regional center. The Cordillera Administrative Region include the provinces of Abra, Apayao, Benguet, Ifugao, Kalinga, and Mountain Province. There are some fast facts about the Cordillera Administrative Region. For Abra, capital is Benguet or Banguet, with a land area of 416,525 hectares, and their major industries are agriculture, cottage, bamboo, bamboo and rattan craft, weaving, embroidery. Numbers of cities is 0. Number of towns and municipalities is 27, with a population of 250,985 people, and one of their tourist spot attraction is Kaparkan Falls in Tinig, Abra. So for Apayao, the capital is Cabugao, with a land area of 441,335 hectares, and their major industries are agriculture, furniture, garment craft, food processing, and there is no city, and with 7 towns and municipalities with a population of 14,860 people. And one of their tourist spot attraction is Marag Valley Luna, Apayao. For Benguet, the capital is La Trinidad with an area of 282,659 hectares, and their major industries are agriculture, tourism, livestock, woodcraft, loom weaving, and mining. The numbers of cities 1 and 13 towns and municipalities with a population of 460,683 people, and one of their tourist spot attraction is Binanga Falls. For the Ifugao, the capital is Lagawe with a land area of 267,821 hectares, and their major industries are agriculture, trading, and manufacturing. There is no city, but there is 11 towns and municipalities with a population of 207,498 people, and one of their tourist spot attraction is the ancient rice terraces of Ifugao. For the Kalinga, the capital is Tabuk, with a land area of 323,125 hectares, and their major industries are agriculture, trade, loom weaving, rattan, coffee processing. And there is one city rather, and 7 towns and municipalities with a population of 229,570 people. And one of their tourist spot attraction and this destination rather is Tumuyok Falls, Pasil, Kalinga. For the last but not the least is the mountain province with the capital of Buntok with a land area of 215,738 hectares, and their major industries are agriculture, furniture, bamboo and rattan craft, and handicrafts. There is no city, but there is 10 towns, 10 towns and municipalities with a population of 158,200 people, and one of their well-known tourist destination attraction is Sagada Falls. And this report must be to be continued by the next reporter.
Fourth of access by land. Due to its geographic nature as the only landlocked regions in the country, the Cordillera Administrative Region is only accessible by land through the MacArthur Highway or via the interconnected expressway system from Manila, Ilocos Region, and Central Luzon Region. Since it was only accessible by land, so we can go there using regular bus trips or using our private cars. Getting around. Private van and car rentals are available to move around the region as well as public modes of transportation. One can take a bus to move from one province to another or jeepney and tricycle to get around. Attractions and activities starting from Abra. Historical, cultural, and heritage attractions. So we have here the Santa Catalina de Alejandra Church, St. James the Elder Cathedral, San Lorenzo Ruiz Shrine, Quintin Paredes Ancestral House, and lastly, Pinaing Sacred. Natural attractions. We have here the Casamata Hill National Park. Second is the Abra River. Third, Bani Hot Springs. Fourth, Livtig Underground River. Fifth is Pewick Rock Formations, and last is the Apaw Rolling Hills. For the wild attractions, we have the Avriana Museum. Second is the Calaba Bridge. Fourth is the Gabriela Silang Monument, and last is Don Mariano Marcos. As shown in the picture is the Gabriela Silang Monument. Moving on to Apayao, historical, cultural, and heritage attractions. So we have here the Spanish Church ruins. For its natural attractions, we have here the Apayao River, the Manacota Cave and Underground River, the Luso Crystal Cave, the Agamata National Park and Wildlife Sanctuary, and the Alabang Cave. So as shown in the picture is the Manacota Cave and Underground River. Now let's go to Benguet, historical, cultural, and heritage attraction. So we have here the Daro Ancient Ruins of Civilization. The second is the Apo Ano Cave. Third is the Baguio Cathedral, as shown in the picture, and the last is the Bell Church. For Benguet's natural attractions, we have here the Oftas Cave, Tinongchal Burial Rock, Mount Pulag National Park, Colorado Falls, which is showing in the picture, Mountain Lakers, Abongdolan Caves, Asin Hot Springs, and lastly, the Strawberry Farms. Moving on to its built attractions. First is the Burham Park. Second is the Mansion. Third is the Mines View Park. Fourth is the Camp Janhay, which is showing in the picture, and the last is the Lourdes Grotto. Now let's go to Ifugao, historical, cultural, and heritage attractions. We have here the Taman Cultural Village. Third is the Philippine War Memorial Shrine. And the last is the APFO or APFO Burial Tombs. For its natural attractions, we have here the Tapia Falls, Mount Amuyao, Bentacan Cave, Ambuaya Lake. Moving on to wild attractions, we have here the Ifugao Museum. Lastly is the Banawe and Bata Dry Terraces, which was one of the 7 wonders of the world. Now let's go to Kalinga's historical, cultural, and heritage attractions. We have here the Aguinaldo Hill, the Buscalan Village, which Apu Wang Ud, the oldest tattoo artist, was living. And lastly is the Awichun village. Moving on to its natural attractions, we have here the Sunggang Viewpoint, Palan-A Falls, Mount Mating Oy Dinayaw, and lastly is the Chico River. Now let's jump to Mountain Province historical, cultural, and heritage attractions. We have here the hanging coffins of Sagad, Dapay Ato, Bontok. For this province natural attractions, we have here the Kiltipan View, the Balangagan Cave, Samaging Cave, Bumudok Falls. Showing in the picture is the Kiltipan View. So ito yung nakikita natin sa social media. So when you go on the top of the mountain, you can see the view na makapal yung fog na pwede mong i-mesmerize. Moving on to Mountain Province built attractions, we have here the Episcopal Church of St. Mary the Virgin and the Maligkong Rice Terraces.
Let us now proceed on the letter C, range of accommodation. Sa range of accommodation, meron tayong tatlong category. Merong budget, mid-range, at high-end. Sa budget, nagre-range lang siya less than 1,500 pesos per night. Sa mid-range naman, nagkakos siya ng 1,500 pesos to 3,000 pesos per night. At sa high-end naman is at least 3,000 per night. Simulan natin sa Abra. Dito merong 4 na budget hotel. Ito ay ang Abrasi Hotel, Raylanyan Place, King David Palace at Abra Valley Grand Hotel. Abrasi Hotel. It is an ideal spot for travelers wanting to discover the city. The Abrasi Hotel and Restaurant offers a pleasant stay in Tayum for those traveling for business or leisure. This hotel is located near many of Tayum's attractions, including Chokramudi Peak, Banged Church, and San Lorenzo Ruiz Shrine. At the end of the busy day, travelers can unwind and relax in the hotel or go out and enjoy the city. This Tayum Hotel features parking on site. Raylanyan Place. This hotel can be found inside Victoria Park. It offers great views of the town and the surrounding mountains. If you don't have a service, just hire any tricycle in town to get to this hotel. King David Palace Hotel is a hotel in Luzon, Cordilleras. King David Palace Hotel is situated south of Malapowa River and southeast of Sagat Creek. Abra Valley Grand Hotel is a popular choice amongst travelers in Bangued, whether exploring or just passing through. Featuring a complete list of amenities, guests will find their stay at the property a comfortable one. Mayroong isang mid-range hotel sa Abra. Ito ay ang Oval Era Hotel. Oval Era Hotel in Bangued is perhaps the best one in Abra, offering cozy comfort, a classy and well-designed lobby interior that looks more like a high-end house and with a great view of town of Bangued, with a Sleeping Beauty mountain in the background. It's where guests of the local government unit are booked, from celebrities to high government officials. Sa probinsya naman ng Apayao, meron ding 4 na budget hotel dito. Ito ay ang Luna Village Guest House, Pension Lavinia, Rosalinda's Lodging at Capital Guest House. Luna Village Guest House. Ito ay matatagpuan sa poblasyon ng Luna. Luna and the entire province of Apayao is out of the usual tourist path but unknown to many. It has fair share of natural attractions that make it a promising ecotourism destination. Pension Lavinia. Ito ay matatagpuan sa San Isidro Sur, Luna, Apayao. Rosalinda's Lodging. It is a popular hotel with high rating located at Cabugao, Luzon, Philippines. Benguet. Meron namang 6 na budget hotel sa Benguet. Ito ay ang Travelit Express Hotel, Inn Rocio, Hotel Henrico, Ibay, Zion Hotel, Dream Transient Rooms, and Starwood Hotel. Travelit Express Hotel. With a stay at this hotel in Baguio, you will be just steps from Burnham Park and 14 minutes by foot from SM City, Baguio. Featured amenities include complimentary newspapers in the lobby, a 24-hour front desk, and ATM banking services. Self-parking is available on site. Inn Rocio, a very relaxing and quiet place to stay in Baguio. Located in Quezad Road on the upper hill, very near at Burnham Park, only 5 minutes walk towards the park. Ito pa ang ibang budget hotel sa Benguet. ang Ibay Zion Hotel, Dream Transient Rooms, at Starwood Hotel. Mayroon namang 6 na mid-range hotel sa Benguet. Ito ay ang Microtel Inn, Hotel Elizabeth, Baguio Holiday Villas, Venus Park View Hotel, Hotel Venice, at ang Hotel Supreme Convention Plaza. Meron namang 3 high-end hotel sa Benguet. Ito ay ang The Manor at Camp Jantay, Lemonade Hotel at Azalea Residences. Sa Ifugao naman, meron ding 6 na budget hotel. Ito ay ang Batad View Inn, Hillside Inn, Ramon's Homestay, Batad Top Viewpoint Homestay, Halfway Lodge, at Banawe Ethnic Village and Pine Forest Resort. Meron namang 2 mid-range hotel sa Ifugao. Ito ay ang Banawe Hotel at Native Village Inn. Dumako naman tayo sa Kalinga. Meron namang 7 budget hotel sa Kalinga. Ito ay ang Mackay Homestay, Davidson Hotel, Lawagan Inn, Kalinga Hostel, Las Vegas Hotel, Mahogany Lodge, at Good Samaritan Inn. Meron namang 3 mid-range hotel sa Kalinga. Ito ang Grand Zion Garden Resort Hotel, Golden Berries Hotel and Convention Center, and M Hotel Tabuk. At last, sa Mountain Province, meron din 7 budget hotel dito. Ito ay ang Churia A Hotel and Restaurant, Sagada Guest House, Sagada Grand Mas Yellow House and Cafe, Mas Fur Country Inn, Sagada Homestay, Salt and Pepper Lodge Inn, and Ridge Brook Hotel. Meron namang 4 na mid-range hotel sa Mountain Province. Ito ang Inandacos B&B, Rock Inn and Cafe, Martha's Hearth, and Treasure Rock Inn. Dumako naman tayo sa food and delicacies. Sa probinsya ng Abra, una ay ang Abra Miki. It is a type of noodle soup dish prepared with Miki noodles on a rich pork and chicken stock, colored with annatto seeds and topped with crispy pork and egg. Warek-warek is a pork offal dish of twice cooked pork ear and collar, first boiled then broiled, seasoned with lemon, ginger, onion, garlic, and chilies then tossed in mayonnaise. Imbaliktad is an Ilocano dish made with medium rare stir-fried beef on garlic, onion, ginger, and vinegar. Lechon de Abra. This day-long and arduous method of roasting leaves a crispy skin and very moist meat inside. It was originally introduced to the Philippines as part of Spanish cuisine and can be found in many Hispanic countries. Palileng is cooked with just vinegar and salt with a very minimum amount of water and eaten with steaming rice, banishes the need for meat. Sinanglaw is a Filipino soup dish prepared with beef and beef offal flavored with kamyas and bile, nearly similar to pinapaitan. Abuas is a native delicacy in Abra. Stir-fried is ants, eggs with tomatoes and garlic. Sinuman. It is made from glutinous rice cooked in coconut milk, often wrapped in banana leaves, coconut leaves or buli or buripam, leaves for steaming. Patupat. Like other suman, the glutinous rice cooked in coconut milk and sugar, then wrapped in banana leaves and steamed until done. Kaskaron is one of Abra's native delicacies to enjoy the sugarcane harvest season. Next is sa probinsya naman ng Apayao. Pinikpikan is a dish from the mountains of the Cordillera region in the Philippines. Specifically, pinikpikan is a tradition of the Igorot tribe. Pinikpikan is prepared by beating a live chicken with a stick prior cooking. Siningub, an appetizer of stir-fried red chili pepper mixed with a few sliced lemon leaves. Sinursur is a native coarse cook in a young bamboo shoot. In the duration of its cooking, it is smashed with a stick to crush the contents until it is entirely squashed. Pinaltit is an appetizer consisting of ground pork cooked with coconut milk and garnished with plenty of chili powder and thin strips of pomelo leaves. Binungor is an exotic delicacy that will not only satisfy your hunger but will also test your tolerance on hot and spicy foods. Sagket, on the other hand, is the native bagoong of the people of Apayao. Agurong is a common black freshwater mollusk with elongated spiral shell. Sa probinsya naman ng Benguet, una ang etag. It is a native delicacy in the Cordillera Administrative Region made of pork cured in salt and then sun-dried or smoked. Sa busab is mixed dish using fermented rice, sliced meat, green onions, ginger, and moistened with tapway. Tapway is a rice wine produced in the Philippines. Pinuneg is a Filipino blood sausage originating from the Igorots. It is made with pig's blood, minced pork fat, salt, red onions, ginger, and garlic stuffed into a casing made from pig's small intestine. Pumunta naman tayo sa probinsya ng Ifugao. Una ay ang dikit. This is a fat sticky rice, light purple in color with a slight barley flavor. Vava and Gijiu. Vava is a sauteed frog legs while Gijiu is a sauteed fish fillet. At meron ding pinunag and pinikpikan na na-mention na kanina. Sa probinsya naman ng Kalinga, Chilokchok. It is a chili paste made from wild chill and scallions. One thing Kalinga specialty that you won't easily find in the city, inihaw na baboy ramo. Wild pigs are a staple in Kalinga cuisine and have a gamey flavor you won't taste in commercially bred pigs. Inanchila, a sticky rice cake made from pounded rice mixed with water, then steamed and topped with caramelized coconut cream. Meron ding binungor and panikpikan na nabanggit na kanina. Pumunta naman tayo sa probinsya ng Mountain Province. Una yung safeng. It is a mixture of various ingredients and cooked sweet potatoes, cassava, legumes, and even fish bones and crabs. Chuom or duom. It is a roast rice crunch. Sinafay feklat. It is a roast snake same as Sinafay fanias, style copied entirely from the late Daniel Ayochok. The leaves required here are found only in the Cordillera mountain ranges. Kinidloy makan. This is rice with a sweet potato touch. And also meron ding etag and tapay.
Letter A. Recommended pasalubong. Recommended pasalubong for Cordillera Administrative Region are organic rice, strawberries, sundot kulangot, choco flakes, ube crinkles, peanut brittle, lengua de gato, ube or strawberry jams, rice wine, Good Shepherd products, Kalinga coffee, handmade beads, hand-woven products, bamboo products, and wood and stone carvings. Next is festivals and special events. For Abra, Abrenian Kawayan Festival held on March 6 to 9. Showcase of bamboo as the main product of Abra. Next is Area Abra held on March 9. Commemoration of the creation of the province in 1917. And then Tinggian Festival held on March. An ethno-cultural celebration that features traditional dances, songs, and rituals of the Tinggian. For Apayao, Siam Festival held on March, a Thanksgiving festival for bountiful harvest. For Benguet, Strawberry Festival held on March 18 to April 9, a showcase of the iconic product of Benguet, strawberries. Next is Adivay Festival held on November, a celebration of unity and cooperation while promoting their famed vegetable harvest. And last is the Panagbenga Festival held on February, a celebration of the season of different variety of flowers. For Ifugao, the Imbaya Festival held on April, an annual scooter racing event, and Gotad Ad Festival held on June, showcase of their old cultures and traditions. For Kalinga, the Matagoan Festival held on June 16, a cultural festival showcasing cultural practices of the 8 sub-tribes of Tabuk. And the Olyalim Festival held on February 13 to 16, a cultural festival showcasing the life and culture of the Kalinga through their tradition, sports, crafts, and indigenous food. And last is the Mountain Province. The Langay Cultural Festival held on April 7, a cultural celebration showcasing the culture and tradition of the province through their tribal dances and songs.
The Cordillera Administrative Region is home to around 1.2 million indigenous peoples collectively known as Igorot. Other indigenous groups in the region include Apayao, Ibaloy, Ifugao, Kalinga, Isneg, Bontok, and many more. Let us further discuss some of the major cultural groups in Cordillera. First is Apayao. The Apayao, also called Isneg, Isnag, Abulog, and many more, inhabit the northern end of the Cordillera mountain ranges in the northern portions of the Kalinga and Apayao provinces. Meron silang three generalized groupings or subgroups: the Kabugao, Mandaya, Tawit, Karawagan, and Talifugu. Apayao is devoted to agricultural production, particularly food and industrial crops such as palay, corn, coffee, root crops, and vegetables. They also practice slash and burn, which is a method of cultivation wherein forests are completely burned and cleared for planting. Then, after years na paggamit nila doon sa lupa bilang taniman, inaalaw na nila na muling tumubo yung land area na sinunog nila. And then, ang kanila namang political structure ay binubuo ng may mga matataas na economic status at may kakayanan sa pamumuno, and hindi rin pwedeng mamana yung posisyon ng kahit na sino sa miyembro ng pamilya. Next is Ifugao. Ifugao is located at the foot of Cordillera mountain ranges. Its capital is Lagawe. Traditionally, the culture of the Ifugaos has been intimately connected with the cultivation of rice. Agriculture rin ang kanilang pangunahing pinagkukunan ng mga pangangailangan. Ifugaos are world famous for their spectacular rice terraces. The rice terraces of the Philippine Cordilleras and Banawi rice terraces are the main tourist attractions in the province. Pinaniniwalaan din na ang hagdang-hagdang palayan na yun ay ginawa 2,000 taon na ang nakakalipas upang taniman ng palay. The Ifugao people have an indigenous religion unique to their traditional culture and highly significant to the preservation of their lifeways and valued traditions. Among their many celebrations is the elevation of a couple to the rank of kadangyan. Yung kadangyan ay kinoconsider nila bilang pinakamataas at prestihiyosong rangko sa kanilang society. It involves the carving of prestige bench na tinatawag na hagabe. Yung hagabe naman ay sumisimbolo ng kayamanan, kapangyarihan at katanyagan. Last is the Ibaloy. Ibaloy are an ethnic group indigenous to Baguio and the surrounding areas, which includes the majority of Benguet, the Pangasinan Mountains, La Union, and Nueva Vizcaya. Katulad rin ng ibang tribes, they are also agricultural people na nagtatanim ng mga palay sa fields. And isa rin sila sa mga tribo na traditionally nagpa-practice ng mummification before. Yung animal husbandry or cultivation or pag-aalaga ng farm animals ay ginagamit nila for food and religious purposes. Para sa mga ritual, they prefer using the indigenous black pig. Their traditional community includes a council of elders known as tongtong, whose opinions are valued and accepted, the rich or baknang, and the poor or abitog. Yung mga individual na galing sa matataas na social status ng Ibaloy, they used to be mummified through a long ritual process over a long period of time. Although sa panahong ito ay hindi na pinapractice ng Ibaloy people ang pagmamummified sa bangkay, they still consider the Kabayan Caves to be sacred territory and they still perform rituals sa area na yon. Ilan sa malalaking industriya naman na matatagpuan sa Cordillera ay ang pag-export ng mga produkto katulad ng ethnic wood carving and hand-woven materials. The long tradition of wood carving in Baguio was said to have started in the town of Hongduan in the Ifugao barrio of Hapao. Ifugaos would stay in the forest for days just carving wood. The Ifugao wood carvers are known to be the best in the Cordillera region. While Cordillera weaves is one of the trademark art forms in the region, these weaves tell stories of identity and change. Ginagamit din nila ito sa buong estado ng kanilang buhay mula pagkapanganak hanggang kamatayan. The designs of their weaves can also distinguish each group in the Cordilleras. The mining industry also continues to position the region as the highest contributor to the total gross value added of mining and quarrying in the country. With regards to agricultural products, mayroong malamig at magandang klima ang rehiyon kung kaya't very suitable ito for the production of highland vegetables such as lettuce, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, potatoes, cabbage, and other greens, making it the community's main sources of living. The cool climate in many parts of the region is highly suitable for the production of strawberry and aromatic Arabica coffee, which is considered to have the best flavor and aroma among the different varieties. About 300 varieties of its upland rice are also exported to countries like USA and Japan. Languages and dialects. Aside from Filipino and English, Ilocano, Kalinga, Ifugao, Iloco, Kankanaoy, and Ibaloy are also spoken.